Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rod G Sports. Glad to be back. Been on a little hiatus for a little bit, but you know what? We are back in full effect. A lot going on in the world of sports, but you know what? We're going to keep it simple and talk about today's big game. That's right. It's Super Bowl Sunday. It's going down. I don't care where you at. If you male, female, dog, cat, little boy, little girl, you will be tuned in somehow, form, fashion, facet, even if it's for the commercials. But, you know, we have the Giants and we have the Patriots. Two organizations who are quite familiar with each other. Two coaches who both come from the family tree, Bill Parcells. Again, I think it's going to be a great game. And let's talk about some of the keys for the game. As we all know, the Giants, man, they've been on the road. The players have responded this year to Tom Coughlin. I mean, unbelievably. I mean, if you look at Eli Manning, he's playing some of the best ball he's ever played. Victor Cruz, Hakeem Nicks. I mean, big play. You know, I call him Big Play 88 because, man, he makes big plays throughout. But I think the key for the Giants is that front four. You know, that front four has really just, I mean, it's one of the most unique front fours in the history of football, I would say, because it's interchangeable. They all can play defensive end. They all can line up in the middle. I mean, so, you know, Perry Few, the defensive coordinator, has the luxury to do so much with them. And I think that's going to be a huge tell today because I really see that front four getting after it. But at the same time, don't minimize the play of the linebackers for the Giants and the secondary as well. Aaron Ross, you know, San Antonio native, Texas boy, has really stepped up. You know, you got to give Antoine Rowe a lot of credit as well. You know, he's provided some nice leadership in that back end. And they have played, I mean, real solid throughout. So look for the Giants defense to really respond well today. I see them really just playing a ball hawk type of defense. A lot of blitzes, you know, they don't have to really blitz as much because their front four put so much pressure on the quarterback, you know. And another key is you can't minimize that Tom Coughlin is very familiar with Bill Belichick. I think that by them being on the former Parcells staff, they know each other very well. They know their tendencies very well. You know, they both game plan, I mean, accordingly. And it's going to be very interesting because, again, these teams are so familiar with one another. So look forward to be a great game. And I just think the Giants, you know, are going to have a little bit too much. Let's talk about some of the marquee players for the Giants. You know, Victor Cruz. He has fascinated everybody with the little salsa dance. You know, he gets in the end zone and he's become a national phenomenon. But take him serious. I mean, he's one of the better receivers in the NFL. I mean, the way he's played this year, he's one of the better receivers in the NFL. I mean, you can look that up. Also, you know, that offensive line has been, I mean, dynamic. They've really gave Eli a clean pocket to where he can really manipulate the pocket and make some crisp, nice, accurate throws. Ahmad Bradshaw, to me, he's underrated because he brings that little nasty element to the table. You know, he gets mad, he gets upset. He comes in there with that I don't give a damn attitude, though. You know, I mean, he really is like a little spark plug for his team. And I think he can be very well really instrumental today in the Giants' success, though. You know, and let's not minimize special teams because special teams, you know, we all know that's the third phase of the game, and you have to be solid in that area. A reason why the Giants are in the Super Bowl because they've had them two huge special team plays against the NFC Championship against the 49ers. So look for that to be very critical as well. So from the Giants, you know, I think they got to hit them with some big plays, and I think Eli has to manage the game well. And I think that defense got to continue what it's been doing, you know. And I think by them playing San Francisco and Green Bay, I think they really are feeling confident. So the Giants, you know, you have to feel good if you're a Giant fan, even though they are the underdog, you know. But a lot of folks are really giving the Giants, a huge chance to win, and you can't doubt that though. So, it's going to really be a great game. Let's talk about the Patriots. The Patriots, to me, wasn't one of the Patriots' better teams. They found a way to win somehow, some way. I think they were very fortunate to be in this position because I think Baltimore could easily, be representing the AFC this year. However, you know what? New England's here. They deserve it. They are a formidable opponent. Anytime you have Bill Belichick and you have Tom Brady, always know they're going to be in the game. My issues with the New England is their secondary. Again, the Giants have 3 marquee receivers, and it's going to be interesting if New England can get the pressure on Eli to really disrupt him this afternoon. If the secondary can hold up, I think New England has a wonderful chance to win. Also, they run defense is not the best like it was in previous seasons. And, previous seasons you had that linebacker core of Vrabel, Junior Seau. You had up front to go along with Wolford, you had Ty Warren. A lot of those usual suspects are not there no more. But again, New England defense has played better as of late. I will give them that credit. But as always, when you start with New England, you got to start with Tom Brady. Tom Brady, what can you say? He has taken the franchise to their 5th Super Bowl. With his leadership, I think New England has been to a total of 7 Super Bowls, if I'm not mistaken. But it starts with Tom Brady, and it ends with Tom Brady. You have to hit Tom Brady. You have to get in his face, and you got to disrupt him receivers. Another key is going to be how healthy is Gronkowski. We all know Brady loves to throw the seam route. And again, if Gronkowski is not 100%, that could really have a major outcome on the game. Please do not minimize that because, again, along with Welker, Gronkowski has become Tom Brady's favorite target. I think Gronkowski had one of the best receiving years ever by NFL tight end. And he's somewhat revolutionized the position. As big as he is, great ball player. So we'll see how that goes. I think ultimately it's going to come down to what New England is, as I've said many times, is can they get enough opportunities for Brady? Because again, Tom Brady's one of those quarterbacks to where you're not going to completely stop him, but you have to limit his opportunities. And if Eli and the Giants can really, manage their clock and, and keep Brady off the field to where he's not just going up and down, it's going to be very tough for New England, I think, to pull out this victory. So, also, I want to talk about Edelman. He's kind of like a special teams player. He's all over the place. He plays receiver, he plays cornerback, he plays special teams. It's going to be very interesting to see if he has to cover Victor Cruz in that slot. I do have my reservations about New England squad this year. Again, but like I say, Belichick, Brady, that brain trust, Mr. Kraft, and that Patriot organization. Kudos for getting to the big game. Y'all are a very well-established franchise, and again, y'all feel comfortable because y'all been there before. So, it's going to be a great game. You have your usual suspects. They've been here again. Really, they're going to redo this classic they did 4 years ago. My pick, I got to go with the Giants, 27-17. I'm going to go with the Giants. I just feel they have a little bit more in the tank. I think they're playing the best absolute ball of anybody in the league right now. I think they're hungry. I think they're really ready to validate themselves. I think Eli is ready to get the recognition that he truly deserves. Also, Tom Coughlin. Tom Coughlin, if he wins the Super Bowl, we got to start talking about Hall of Fame coach. Same way with Eli. I mean, it's going to make for an interesting conversation. It's going to make for a great dialogue. And at the same token, you know, if Eli wins this one, he'll have one more ring than his brother. And whoever would have saw that coming. So again, it's a lot of variables to look for in this contest. Like I say, plus we have, you know, the commercials as well. There's going to be some great commercials, and we have the halftime show, all the pageantry and the festivities that go along with it. So I would just tell everybody, though, you know, really look for a great contest. I have the Giants. I've said all along a couple weeks ago, once the Giants got in, that it was reminiscent of their run they made 4 years ago. They just got hot. The ball kept rolling and snowballing and snowballing. And before you know it, they were world champions. And I see that being the outcome today. So with that being said, I'm giving all my attention today to the Super Bowl. In the upcoming weeks, I'm really going to get in this basketball thing. It's a lot of topics and issues I would love to address. But the same token, I just want to give Super Bowl Sunday my undivided attention and my full respect. Because you know everybody, we're going to be watching the game. So with that being said, I'm signing off. Rod G. Look for me. I got a lot of projects coming soon. I'm doing a lot of freelance work. With a lot of internet radio stations. Be on the lookout for that. We got that coming for you. You can get at me at rodg275@gmail.com and talk smack to me. I love it. I appreciate it. I'm out.